And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Mets taking on the Athletics. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. On the hill here today, Luis Severino.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. And 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Off the mark there, and it's 2 and 2. Got him looking, and now 1 away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now it's Juan Soto. He swings and fouls one off. One out, base is empty. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1 and 2.
The next offering misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Butler sizes this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, Kodai Senga. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
The 1-0. And another ball.
2-0.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
2-1.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Go ball. 2 straight.
Double play ball to second. Flips it. 1 at second. Over to Alonso. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
This is J.J. Bleday. Edge of the zone for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Go ball. 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And that's a little bit high. And a count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Next offering misses, and it's 3-2.
2 strike.
Upstairs, and that is ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
2 outs, runner at first. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. That one off the mark, ball 1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. First pitch just misses. Swings through that one. First and second, 2 down. And that one missing low.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a swing and a miss there.
2-2.
Bleday, the lead runner out at second. Langoliers at first, 2 out of the inning. Just misses there.
That's a really good take.
Zach Geloff in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Now here is Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Severino, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Ball 1 there.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Foul ball there. Out to short. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 0-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Jesse Winker. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 2 down, nobody on. That one ripped. That's back there. It's a bomb. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Pulls that one foul. Next offering is fouled back. That one misses. 1-2 to count.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Pitch misses. 2-2. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one back. And it's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
No pressure on the next guy, but that's back-to-back home runs. How many are they going to hit? Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So 2 down, and the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We head to the bottom of the second. Leading off, Zach Geloff.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Just off the inside corner. Counts full, 3-2. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Seth Brown up next for the A's. Whoa, over his head to the backstop. Geloff up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
In for a strike and a count 1-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Geloff, the lone runner, stands at third with nobody out. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. Oh, great grab on the dive. To first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. That was an impressive diving stop. Singy, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast assemble.
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
Here's Luis Arias. Hit in the air, right field. Soto snags it. 2 down.
Batting ninth, shortstop,
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
1 run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's outside. Right through there for a strike.
3-2.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Butler in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. This one in the air. Alonso. And that is the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Mets 2 and the A's 1. Top half of the 3rd inning, Jeff McNeil stands in. Severino back to work. That's off the inside corner. 1-0.
Whoa. 2-0.
There's a strike.
2-1.
That's outside. 3-1 now. And there's a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked him up.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Led off the game with a strikeout. The shortstop takes the ball. Severino kicks, deals. Out to center. Bleday puts it away. 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And they'll do it again. Going 2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Severino. Fastball is outside.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the A's 1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Stepping in the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. That's a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
in
One
the
ball.
dirt.
Two
Now
strikes.
1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
This one in the air. Alonso under it. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes. Right.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for the A's. And our score remains 2-1. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. Now, Mark Vientos. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
Next offering upstairs.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one misses. 3-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He beats the throw, and he reaches safely. Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one is upstairs. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Vientos aboard here at first with nobody out. That's off the mark, and the count is 2-0. And it's fouled off. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He'll touch them all, and they boost their lead. It's 4-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter, but that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1. Off the mark there. And that is ball 1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The line to kick the pitch. Right through there for a strike. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Next pitch misses way outside. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Winker, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And it's fouled away. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Now at the plate, Tyrone Taylor. And that one fouled off. Two outs. That one a little bit high, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Just misses with that one. And the sweeper misses. To third. Dives, and he can't hang on. And it gets by him.
Catcher Francisco Alvarez.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That pitch in for a strike, 0-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Go to second. Out there. And the inning is over. A Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom four. And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these A's showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering is fouled back. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. Doubled in his first AB.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And that one misses up and in.
1-1.
And it's 1-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Next pitch is outside.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The A's trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
One down. So here's Brown at the plate. That one ripped, but foul. Man at first, one away. That misses, and the count is 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Ball 2.
There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. Luis Urias up next for the A's. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one in the dirt. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fouled off left side. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left. We played 4. It's the Mets 4 and the A's 1. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Michel Otoñez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. In there for a strike at 100 miles an hour, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Swings through that one for strike 2. That one missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next pitch inside, and now it's 3-2. Struck him out swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
McNeil takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Activity in the bullpen. Grant Holman up and throwing. McFarland warming up as well. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting shortstop Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting right fielder
Juan Soto now. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Lindor back in there. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Two outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the bat alive.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the A's 1. So up next, Jacob Wilson.
Shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
And that's through there for a strike.
You know, these Athletics doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Feels like almost every at-bat has gone full. They've worked a full count 6 different times, and that's the main reason his pitch count is so high right now.
The shortstop takes the ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's inside. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Butler stands in now and watches strike 1. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. The 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-2.
The Mets leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Two down, bases empty. Next to hit, Brent Rooker. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That's a ball.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He normally
1 ball,
does
2
damage
strikes.
on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
2 down, nobody on.
That's the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're through 5. It's the Mets 4 and the A's 1. And we're back. And here is Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Otanez back to work. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Going to count 1 and 2. and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Strike one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
The next offering misses, and that's ball one. In there at the knees for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with two strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Out to short. Sneaks through, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And first offering is fouled off. And there's the strike. Nimmo, the runner at first with two gone. That one's upstairs, ball one. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Two outs. Inside, and it hit him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. He's already homered here in this one. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. And another ball.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Outside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Francisco Alvarez waiting to hit for the Mets. 2 on, 2 outs. That one's in there. They're now 3-1. Fouled off down the right side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Michel Otañez departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Grant Holman takes over on the mound.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that's the third out. So a strong showing here from the A's bullpen. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the A's 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th at the plate, J.J. Bleday. And that one fouled off. Fouled off to the right. That one almost got him.
No, that's a ball. 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kodai Senga out of the game, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Dedniel Nunez.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. 1 for 2. That's a strike. 0-1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-2. And ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Going back. And that one is off the wall. And that's a double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
So runner at second, 2 down. Zach Geloff now at the plate. Just missed. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just...
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 4 and the A's 1. We go to the top of the 7th, and now here's Jeff McNeil. And a rope into center field, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Fought off foul. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Soderstrom sizing this one up, and there's one down.
Now batting right fielder, Juan Soto.
So digging in, Juan Soto.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Just missed. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. McNeil stands at first with 1 out. And that is out of play.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Now fly ball to right center. Butler sizes this one up. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Wild pitch. Catcher gets a piece. And the runners will move up.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
And that one way outside. The count now 2-2. Second and third, 2 down. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Brandon Nimmo up next for the Mets. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
And the 1-0. And downstairs.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
On the ground at first, and that chance handled. Soderstrom takes it to the bag, out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Mets leave him loaded, but they lead it 4-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Butto. Here's the left fielder, Seth Brown. The Athletics in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And there's a foul ball. That one almost got him. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Urias in the box again, takes a strike. Action in the Mets bullpen. Danny Young, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Minter also getting ready. The A's trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back there. That's long gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
1 out, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. There's a strike.
0-1.
Inside, just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And misses inside. Off the mark there. And that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So now back to the top of the order.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jose Butto won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Danny Young taking over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So back to the top of the order. And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Line drive, base hit. Nimmo quickly gets it back in. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Couple of singles back to back. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Big at bat for Brent Rooker now. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Next offering is outside. Wilson over at second. Butler over at first with one away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. 2 out. J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Outside, and it's 1-0. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swings and misses, and it's 1-2. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. And the runners will move up.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a bouncer, and it's just foul. That was close. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. Shea Langoliers, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. Shea Langoliers digs in now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Strike 2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Next offering misses. Ball 1.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. So the tying run at second stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
A's.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. T.J. McFarland.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So now here's the DH, Jesse Winker, known for his late inning heroics. That misses the zone. 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Way out front for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
And that misses. Now 2-0.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And that one is lifted in the air. Butler pulls it down, and there are 2 down.
Catcher Francisco Alvarez.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That's down and in.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's the ball.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K. Mets go down quickly, but they still lead this one 4-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, A.J. Minter.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Soderstrom, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Strike.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
No, that's a ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
That one fouled off, 2-2. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Blows the high high, he passed him. That's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Minter, 31 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. That one outside, ball one. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
And a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Flips it from the ground. That's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
So remaining in the game defensively, Miguel Andujar. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Tyler Ferguson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And the first pitch misses for ball one. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Hogan Harris, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Murdoch, the right-hander, loosening up as well. The 1-0.
Ball. 2 balls, no strike.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Here's Francisco Lindor. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. McNeil on at first, nobody out. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. First and second, no outs. So up next for New York, Juan Soto. First offering, and it just misses. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
1-1.
First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the ninth. Popped up left side.
Infield fly.
Infield fly called there. So up next, Mark Vientos. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Little chopper rolls foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. Center field. Lede under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Pete Alonso.
And here is Pete Alonso. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Pitch misses inside. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Pitch misses outside. 2-2.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Brandon Nimmo waiting to hit for the Mets. And that one hammered. Raging back towards the wall. And that one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 7-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Tyler Ferguson done for the afternoon, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
Jose Leclerc will take over here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 2 away with nobody on. Brandon Nimmo will hit next. And that one is inside, ball 1. Two outs. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. Good job to fight that one off. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, left field on Duhar. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Luis Urias. Minter back to work. That one missed. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Next pitch is outside.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that, thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
Just missed.
2-0.
Late on that fastball.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that one upstairs.
3-2.
Too high, and it's ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. And now it's going to be Lawrence Butler. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. 0-1.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
0-1 now. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Just off the inside corner. Now 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Inside. And the count now even up. Wilson, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swings and misses. The A's down to their final out. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. A.J. Minter will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. A new arm into the game. The righty, Ryan Stanek.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The Athletics down to their last out. Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
They're down to their final strike.
2-2.
Stanek is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding.
We're about to go on a walk, Bubba. Be careful with that blanket. No, Jet, do not do that. You're going to fall down the stairs, Bubba. Be careful. Don't do that. Yes, sir. Take Mommy's blanket back downstairs. It doesn't come up here. Yep.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Athletics and the Texas Rangers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Texas Rangers.
So, almost ready to get underway, and starting in this one, Jack Leiter. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Lawrence Butler leading things off and takes a strike. Not even close there. And the count even 1-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Swinging a foul out of play. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. That misses. 2-2. Squirts away a little bit. And the runner stays where he is. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. That one is gone. He sends it out of here. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. And now, Shea Langoliers. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, right field. Garcia sizing this one up. One away. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Still only one out here in the inning. Line drive.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Jacob Wilson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And the 0-2.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's got a chance. And out of here. He nails one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 4-0. Here's Luis Urias. That clips a corner.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Oh, he hit him.
That hit him.
And that got him pretty flush. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Gets him to chase after that one. Urias off of first with 2 away. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back in Arlington. And on the mound now, Osvaldo Bido. How about a scouting report on him?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Josh Smith, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And another ball. Tap foul at the plate. Fly ball center field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. towards left center field. That one's deep. That's not coming back. He flexes his power with that swing. His 4th home run of the season. And they cut into the lead. It's 4-1. And Jack Peterson stands in. Swing and a foul straight back.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And Jock is going to have himself a double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Now here is Adolis Garcia. Runner at second here, 1 gone. In the dirt. And that one missing low.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
That's in there. 3-1. Foul ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Now it's Marcus Semien. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. One out. Runners at first and second. Dive, and he's got it. Throws from his knees. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
That is true. The third baseman.
Here's Josh Young.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 on, 2 outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And ball 1. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Very high with that one. 3-2 now. And that one ripped into right. Fair ball. 1 run is in. And he boots it. Coming around third is Semien. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Jonah Heim in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Slapped foul. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Max Schumann. That one catches the corner for a strike. Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And next is the designated hitter, Lawrence Butler. He led off the game with a single and then came around to score. Up and in, ball one. Butler hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Here comes a pitch. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ground ball, left side. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 outs. This to third, Young. Fires across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now Dustin Harris. Right down the chute, strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Here's a 2-2. And there's a ball. Bounce to the right. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Leody Taveras. Hit on the ground to short. On the run, throw to first. Got him. Nice play. So the lineup flips over, and now it's the Rangers' leadoff hitter, Josh Smith. Fly to center his first time. That one hit to right. Rooker. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back at Globe Life Field, here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
That one fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, center field. And he makes the catch. One down. And now Tyler Soderstrom. He's 0 for 1.
The left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
Strike on the inside corner. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Harris makes the grab. And there's 2 down. And now Jacob Wilson singled and scored his first time. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Berger makes the play, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Jake Berger. Vito back to work. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. And now Jack Peterson, a double and a run scored his first time up. There's the strike. And that's down and away. Peterson just got a piece of it. That one missing inside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Adolis Garcia. Walked his first time. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Into center and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here is Marcus Semien. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Right through there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. In the air, right side. Rooker settles underneath it. Squeezes it. That is the inning. On to the 4th. This is J.J. Bleday. Just missed.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Fouled off left side. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Taveras makes the play. One away. Next up for the A's, Luis Urias. He's been a great free agent sign. Now this is in the air down the line. Garcia heads after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. So digging in, Nick Kurtz. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that is that. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Josh Young. Fought off foul. Fouled off. He was late. Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And the next pitch is way outside. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, left field, down the line. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. 0 for 1 so far. And strike 1 to the catcher.
All ones the count.
A's leading by a run.
Ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And now it's 1-2. Hit in the air, center field. Lede gets there. He's under it. Brings it in. And there's 1 away. Dustin Harris, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate, but no advance. That's ball 1. Close, but called a ball. And now 2-0.
And you got to wonder, with first base open, 1 out, is he going to get a pitch to hit?
That's out to center field. And there's 2 away. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Leody Taveras. Grounded out his first time up. That one outside, and it's 1-0. The other way, makes the play, and it's out number 3. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Jacob deGrom.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the third baseman, Max Schumann. Struck out looking at his first at bat. DeGrom, the tall righty, 180 pounds, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2010.
That's in.
And that one is inside. There's a swing and a miss.
2-1.
On the ground, right side, Simeon throws to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. Singled and scored back in the 1st. He's 1 for 2. Just missed.
That's just out.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's in there, and it's 1-1. That's down and in. And that is downstairs. 3 balls and a strike. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Rooker now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first hit since the 1st inning. Here's the power hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers. 0 for 2 in this one. Inside, just missed.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that one fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And now 1 and 2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler Soderstrom. The changeup missing, and that's ball 1. Inside, just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On the ground right side. Fair ball. Butler headed for the plate. It's in and out of his glove. He'll score.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Wilson in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And 1 and 2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Back in Arlington, bottom of the inning, and now the shortstop, Josh Smith. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. That's a little bit low. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. New pitcher on here, Mitch Spence.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Next up for Texas, Jake Berger. He's already homered in this game. In there at the knees, it's 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
One down, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Now one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Soderstrom settles under it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. Here's Jock Peterson.
The designated hitter, number 4, Jock Peterson.
And a breaking ball misses outside. That one is absolutely belted. And it looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. A walk, and he's also singled. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He'll score easily, and it's now 5-4.
Comes through with the RBI. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Simeon up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Two outs.
Hey!
Just missed.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That's to 3rd. Slings to 1st, and the inning is over. Back at Globe Life Field, and the batter now, J.J. Bleday. DeGrom back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Luis Urias up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. Splits the plate. That's strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
So now 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Nick Kurtz. And there's a ball. Swings through that one for strike one.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Harris makes the grab on the run. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now here is Josh Young. And a strike in there. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Digging in, Jonah Heim. And delivers outside. With the tying run on at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. 0-1. Trying to move the runners over. Fires over to first. Just got him on that one. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So next to hit for Texas, Leody Taveras. Golden opportunity right here. And that's downstairs. 1-0. And this is inside. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit, 1 run is in. The tying run is in to score, and we are starting over. It's 5-5.
No, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Smith in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Ball 1 there.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Makes the grab. 2 away. Up next for the Rangers, Jake Berger.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
And that one is in for a strike. Swung on, belted. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double as a run scores on the play. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, J.P. Sears.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
And the batter now, Jock Peterson. In there for strike one. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. One runs in. Save! It's 8-5.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in two in a huge spot. Pitcher's away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Next to hit, Adolis Garcia. That one the other way, and foul ball. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Chris Martin. He last pitched 2 days ago. Now the third baseman, Max Schumann.
The third baseman, Max Schumann.
Swing and a ground ball. Young tosses to first, and a quick out, number one. Now Lawrence Butler.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
That one inside, and that's ball one. And it's fouled away. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Rooker stands in here, takes ball one low.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Fires to second for one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Gets the outside corner with that one. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. Wilson. Throw picked out of the dirt. Body save. Man at first, nobody out. Josh Young getting ready to hit. 3 for 3s, doubled twice and single. Just missed. Semien gets his lead at first with nobody out. Just
Nope. That's
missed.
inside.
Step off, throw to first.
No, he's in
Semien back in. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And there's the strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Cut on and miss, struck him out. One away. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Now snap throw to first.
No, he's
Semien
safe.
back in. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. On the outside corner, got him looking. Dustin Harris stepping in for the Rangers. First offering, runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Next offering way off the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Hobie Milner. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Hobie Milner.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Ball 1.
That's a ball. Went with the
We
sweeper.
got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball
Nope,
evens the
inside, ball
count.
2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And the sweeper misses for a ball. Got him swinging. Tyler Soderstrom digs in now.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that's outside. Ball 1. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Next offering is fouled back. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Yeah, the batter now, Jacob Wilson. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The Rangers leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's ball 2.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Up and in, ball 4, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that is out of play. The tying run at the plate. That one at the knees for a strike. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The relay throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they cut the lead to 2. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Sean Armstrong.
Number 43, Sean Armstrong.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Urias. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball is outside. And the count 1-2. Upstairs.
2 strikes.
Up the middle, Simeon touches the bag for 1, and that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, T.J. McFarland. Leody Taveras stepping in for the Rangers. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. At the plate, Josh Smith. First pitch misses.
That's inside.
And another ball. Next offering is down low.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
And it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here is Jock Peterson. And there's a foul ball. On the ground, could be 2. To second, there's 1. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Tap foul at the plate. That one out to right, Rooker. And that is that. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Luke Jackson. He's been so good against lefties.
Now pitching for the Rangers, number 77, Luke Jackson.
So digging in, Nick Kurtz. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
And here is Max Schumann. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that's in for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Garcia really on his horse for this one. Makes the grab, 1 down. Lawrence Butler now at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kurtz at first, 1 gone. Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next offering is downstairs. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, It's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2. In there, sets him down on strikes. And they're down to their last out. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off. Jackson is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
9-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next.
And now,
All right, just about set to go. And pitching in this game, Dean Kramer. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Hit hard, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now it's going to be Ben Rice. And a foul ball. Pop up here, third base side. Urias makes the grab, and there's one down. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record, and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
Swung on, popped up left side. Mateo has a beat on it. And there's two away. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. On the ground to short, Mateo. They take the force out, third out. Back now at Oriole Park. And on the mound in this one, Clark Schmidt. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
And that's in for a strike. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Laureano at second with nobody out. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in, but it's offline.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle, and that is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ramon Urias. Moved to first, and he's back safely. Right through there for a strike. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. No advance, good job behind the dish. There's Gary Sanchez. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. That ends the inning. Top of the second, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Kramer back to work. Chisholm in his 5th season, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. So up next, Anthony Volpe. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. That one pushed to the left and foul. And he deals. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Carlson moving under it. Corrals it. And that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. This is Dylan Carlson. California kid. Played for his dad at Elk Grove High School. His teammates there with Nick Madrigal. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And that one's gone into the bleachers. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 2-0. Now the left fielder, Heston Kjerstad. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. In there at the knees. And it's a ball to strike. Next offering misses down and away.
2-1.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Jorge Mateo now. Fought off foul. Foul ball there. Kerstad gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Check swing. Tried to hold up. Now an appeal to first. And he went around. Ruled a swing. And stepping in is the speedy Jackson Holliday. Just missed. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. 1 out and a runner at second. And that's a strike. A little bit low. Now 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Here's Ramon Laureano. First time up, he led off the bottom of the first with a double and then scored.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
That catches the zone for a strike, and the count 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Two on, 1 out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. RBI single his last time up. In the dirt, blocked. That one hammered center field. Grisham drop step going back. And it's gone. A 3-run homer. Second home run of the inning for them. And they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. 2 outs, nobody on. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one drifts inside.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Woo!
And a swing and a miss. ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. And we're back onto the third inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 25. That one's upstairs, ball one. Well, Siggy, here in Baltimore, and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely. It's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And you talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore. But even so, here at the ballpark, some great food.
Up the middle, Holiday. Over to first, and one away in the top of the third. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to my guy Boog down there over that right field wall, and some barbecue, because Boog can fire up some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet up here in the booth. Come on, man, let's go.
That's too low. And to count 1-2. And that one is inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To the right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 0-2 now.
1-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Stays alive. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now at the plate, Ben Rice.
No,
first pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Grisham off of first with 2 away.
Huh.
Next pitch is outside. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Kerstead going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the third baseman, Ramon Urias. Hard hit left side. Volpe throws it to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the third. And Gary Sanchez at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and that gets down in the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drop.
Will Warren gets the call from the pen. He's pitching on 2 days rest. One out, runner at second. Dylan Carlson will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike at the knees. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. And a big swing and a miss.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
That's a ball.
And that one upstairs, ball one. Way high there. And it's 2-2. On the ground to third. A sliding stop. The throw. Nicely done for the out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Pitch misses. Ball one. And that one clips the corner. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here in Baltimore, Aaron Judge at the plate.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Pitch misses there, and that is ball one.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Judge rips that one. One up, one down. Bellinger up to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. They got it for out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
That's in there, and that's strike 1. Oh, and he hit him.
That hit him. Take your base.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The shortstop takes the ball.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
And a foul ball.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2-2 now. And they'll do it again. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. 2-2 on the way. The other way. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So digging in, Jason Dominguez. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Mountcastle makes the grab. And that is that. Bottom 4. Now it's the shortstop, Jorge Mateo. Outside low, 1-0.
You know, these Orioles putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Lifted in the air, right field, and there's one down. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Holiday batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 down. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup, and now the right fielder, Ramon Laureano, 1 for 2. There's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. New inning getting started. Here's the Yankees catcher now, number 25. Kramer back to work. And there's a strike.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera. First pitch swinging.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Outside low, and the count is 2-2. Swings and chases a low one there. Sanchez gathers, throws, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Now here's Trent Grisham. He's 2 for 2. First pitch misses. Grisham measures 5 feet 10 inches, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2015.
2 balls.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Just missed.
3-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Rice in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. That one fouled off. Grisham, the runner at first with two gone. A little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one cutting but missing down low. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
First and second, 2 outs. Here comes Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 in this one. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike. Two outs. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Foul ball still 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. They get the force out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the Orioles DH, Gunnar Henderson. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Orioles really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2. That's hard hit on the line. Grisham makes the play, and there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
On the ground, Chisholm in plenty of time to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ramon Urias. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Ball to strike. The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Well struck left field. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
All over that one right there. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Sanchez in the box again, takes a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Chop to the right side, but it kicks foul. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back now at Oriole Park. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Leading off, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Now one miss.
1 strike.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball.
2-1.
And it's 2-1. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. Well struck right field. And that's going to bang against the wall.
Now batting, shortstop Anthony.
So a man aboard, Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And it's fouled away.
Two and two.
This one in the dirt. And that one hit to first, and that's just foul. Next pitch is outside. Chisholm aboard here at first with nobody out. This one in the air. Mountcastle. And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, just about to hit that century.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran, number 19.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Sanchez makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Foul ball. The Orioles leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting, third baseman.
And up next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. First and second, 2 down.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
1 strike.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball line to center. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Well, we go bottom 6 and into the box for Baltimore, Dylan Carlson. And first offering is fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball. 2 strike.
That one missing inside. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cabrera to first, but it pulls him off the bag. Now the left fielder, Heston Kjerstad. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4,
He's out.
3, and they turn the double play. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Jorge Mateo. Strike 1. Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses, struck him out. Top of inning number 7. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. Popped up. Holiday. Puts it away for the out. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Ball 1 there. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's outside, and that's ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Judge stands in now and watches strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one close, ruled a ball. And the count is 1-1. Just missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Just missed it. bottom of the 7th. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one on its way. And that one is gone. Touchdown, Utah Street. And they tack one on the board. It's 6-0. Back to the top of the order now. Ramon Laureano getting ready to hit. In for a strike. 0-1. And there's a foul ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered in this game. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. And another ball.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Mountcastle, batting with one down, takes a strike. And a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That's to third. Cabrera slings it across. Third out, and that ends the frame. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Kerstad hauls it in, and there's one away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
No.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And that is out of play. The Yankees with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Out there to center. Carlson makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. There's a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Ground ball left side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out. So a man at first. Now a chance for Jason Dominguez. 0 for 3 in this one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Volpe leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. Warren back to work. There's a strike. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So digging in, Dylan Carlson. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one off the outside edge.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a foul ball. That's off the mark. 2 balls and a strike. Just missed.
3-1.
That one the other way. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. And next for the Orioles, Jorge Mateo. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Two outs inside, and that's ball 1. Cabrera. That ends the frame. Back here in Baltimore, all set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the catcher, number 25. And that misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Carlson settles under and makes the catch. And there's one away. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Out number 2. So last chance for the Yankees. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
0-1.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
This could end it. And that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And foul ball. That one not close. And now 3-2. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Rice in the box now. No balls and a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
The ball for his first.